A momentous shift in global aid. USAID's closure raises alarm. The announcement that the U.S. Agency for International Development USAID is now officially defunct has stirred strong reactions, with former U.S. Presidents Barack Obama and George W. Bush expressing their concerns about the potential consequences. Let's delve deeper into what this means and why it matters. But here's where it gets controversial. The closure of USAID, the largest U.S. agency dedicated to administering international aid, follows a directive from President Donald Trump to cut what he considered unsatisfactory spending. By March, a substantial 80% of the agency's projects had been terminated, and by Tuesday, the remaining operations were absorbed by the State Department. This move has drawn sharp criticism, with repercussions that could be dire. And this is the part most people miss. Researchers publishing in prestigious Lancet Medical Journal have issued a stark warning. The aid reductions could result in over 14 million premature deaths by the year 2030, with children making up a significant portion of those at risk. The Lancet's authors have indeed described these projections as staggering. The State Department spokesperson, however, criticized the Lancet report's premises and claimed that the U.S. would continue to provide aid in a more streamlined and effective manner. USAID, established back in 1961, once employed around 10,000 individuals, with a significant majority working abroad, as noted by the Congressional Research Service. The cuts initiated during Trump's second term included hiring Elon Musk as an informal advisor to trim down the federal workforce. This dramatic reduction faced global condemnation, particularly from humanitarian groups around the world. Discussion point. Are these cuts a necessary priority for U.S. interests or a dangerous abandonment of global responsibility? Among the disrupted projects, significant initiatives included prosthetic provision for Ukraine's injured soldiers, landmine clearance in multiple nations, and Ebola containment in Africa. Secretary of State Marco Rubio announced that the residual 1,000 programs would be managed under his department's jurisdiction. On social media, Rubio reaffirmed his commitment to efficiency and the America First strategy in international funding. In a video conference featuring U2's Bono and moderated by Obama and Bush, both former leaders highlighted the extensive impact of USAID's work, praising its humanitarian achievements. What do you think? Should the U.S. government take a stronger role in maintaining global health and welfare through international aid? Or is focusing primarily on domestic interests the best path forward? The shift in U.S. international aid policy has inspired other nations, like the UK, France, and Germany, to enact their own reductions. Meanwhile, the United Nations attribute this period to be experiencing the deepest cuts ever in the global humanitarian sector. What are your thoughts on the global aid reductions? Do you see this as step forward or backward in global cooperation and support? Share your opinions in the comments.